Squint, how to play. The object of the game is to earn the most scoring chips. Spread out the shape cards face up on the table so all cards can be seen. Place all the components on the table. Pick a side of the cards in the tray to use and face it towards the front of the tray. Choose a player to be the first builder. If you're new to the game, it is recommended that you practice building a few pictures before the game. On your turn, you roll the die and draw the back card from the tray. Based on the number rolled, you must silently read the word by the corresponding number on the card and place it in front of the card tray without another player seeing it. Flip the timer. You have 30 seconds to take shape cards and combine them together so a player can guess what you're building. Other than saying yes, no, hot, cold, you are not allowed to talk, but you may tell players which direction your building is facing. You may also animate your building by moving cards to help players guess, and you may use the backs of cards for blanks if needed. When animating your building, all the shape cards must maintain some contact with the table at all times. The builder may point to areas of the building to help the guessers. Players get infinite guesses to figure out what you're building. The builder and the first player to guess correctly each receive the same number of scoring chips as the number rolled selected on the card. Then the next player clockwise to the builder becomes the new builder. If no one guesses correctly when the time runs out, then no one receives chips and the next player takes their turn. Once every player has had one turn as the builder, this is called a round. With 3 or 4 players, the game ends after 4 rounds. With 5 or 6 players, end after 3 rounds. With 7 or 8, end after 2 rounds. The player with the most chips at the end of the game wins. If there is a tie, then the tied players face off in guessing a picture from a builder who is next in turn but is not one of the tied players. Some variations of the game include Squint Light. Don't use the timer and select whichever item on the card you want. Squint Challenge. Don't roll the die but always use level 3 words. Progressive Squint. Don't use the die. The builder starts with level 1 on the card and once it's guessed moves to level 2 and so on until the timer runs out. Scoring is done when the timer runs out and points are awarded for each item identified. Squint Dare. Shape cards are all face down on the table. The builder randomly picks 5 to 7 of them. After looking at the shapes, the builder writes down what he's building and has the time limit to accomplish it. Players receive 3 points if the identified picture comes from using only 5 cards, 2 points for using 6 cards, and 1 point for using 7 cards.